Oh, hello. Welcome to our today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. I was just reading up here on one Mr. Charlie Patton, because he was born today in 1891. Dyslexic much? I don't know. 1891, Charlie Patton, born. Um, could it be more timely? I just saw the film Sinners, which I'm told you're not supposed to talk about. You're just supposed to go and see. So I did that. It's really good. And Charlie Patton gets name dropped multiple times. And I'm glad he does, because he deserves to live on indefinitely. Is he the first blues musician? I don't know. There might be people before him, but they basically were like before the horizon line of the modern world, in that they existed before recording technology easily got to their region and or lifespan. By that I mean the likes of Henry Thomas, who did record but as a really old man, the likes of which Buddy Bolden, W.C. Handy did. I learned this later in life, more recently. Buddy Bolden, though, did not. Charlie Patton, of all these people, though, is there anybody who's captures people's excitement and energy level, and it just sounds raw and wild, and this is, I've said it before, I'm saying it again, this is rock and roll. Listen to High Water Everywhere, and how is that not what eventually Willie Dixon starts doing on double bass, which then eventually becomes modern day psychobilly. It's all right there, I think. And what's really cool about him, kind of like Henry Thomas, but Henry Thomas is more of a laid back country thing. As I'm saying that, I'm gonna second guess myself on that statement, because Henry Thomas goes pretty wild at times too, with Little Red Caboose and Preaching in the Wilderness, Jonah and the Whale type stuff. But anyway, back to Charlie Patton. Born 1891, and really started playing in barrel houses, which were impromptu house parties. Never playing with just him and a guitar in a corner, a little old man's drumming away. These were raging parties. This was rock and roll. They were playing with a boogie woogie piano, an upright bass, a rhythm guitar, lead guitar. This was dance music. That's what it was dance music. They would have house rent parties, taking over somebody's place, and chaos ensued, basically, and Charlie Patton would have been the soundtrack for that chaos, lasting for days and days on end, so says the tale. And he got his start as early as 1910, maybe even earlier, when he was a teenager, basically, and was playing this type of stuff for many years, and this wasn't syncopated jazz. Buddy Bolden was apparently the first rock star who captured people's interest in that way, but this was primitive, raw rock and roll. And I say all that because what is recorded with very primitive technology doesn't get recorded till 1928 or something like that. It's 15 plus years later. He's an older guy. He's lived a hard life. And everybody, basically when recording technology with H.C. Spears came to the region, everybody's now recording at the same time within a handful of, the 20s and 30s. So okay, you've got the Robert Johnsons of the world recording at around the same time, give or take. But he's a kid in comparison. Charlie Patton was really playing all over, anywhere, anytime, for many years, and became like the archetype for like what this was and like how you play, and like taught apparently others, and like this all goes like what's his name from Future Blues, Willie Brown apparently like played with him. Willie Brown then taught Memphis Minnie. Who else? What else? Obviously, there's like the Robert Johnson connection as well. Son House is right there for all this. So like, if there's like a tree, it all extends in every direction from Charlie Patton as far as like this stuff's concerned. Yeah. So find this book. It's well worth it. And blast some Charlie Patton on his birthday, April 28th, day he was born in 1891. James Bama, born today, 1926, who was a illustrator who did a whole bunch of Aurora model kit cover art paintings in the like 60s. Aurora was a plastic model kit company based in, is it West Hempstead, Long Island? Pointing that way because it is over yonder, just down the road a piece. Very close to Country Life Press, which was also where like Ray Bradbury's really early like Martian Chronicles and a couple of others early hardcovers were printed. Also very close. There's like it's like, as a person who grew up on Long Island, I have very little like, you know, hometown pride. But Aurora Monster Model Kits, Country Life Press, I'll throw the Witch's Brew and Utopia in there, Huntington Art Cinema, All Right Fine, and also All American Burger, and a whole bunch of really good record stores. But now I'm going to stop because I'm going against what I said. There's, you know, not that many destination points. Those are everything I can tell you about 18 years of growing up on Long Island were just encapsulated in that one breath. Yeah, but right, James Bama created some really great paintings that became the box art to capture kids' imagination, to reach to the stars and descend into the tomb, all that stuff. What else? Carolyn Jones, born today. That is Morticia Adams from the Addams Family, born today, 1930. Which, let's go over here. What's on TV tonight? Why, you are Carolyn Jones. Maybe it's an Addams Family night for us. Maybe it's Charlie Patton night for us. Maybe it's a monster model building kit night for us. I have put that off for way too long. All these things I've put off for way too long. April 28th, it's a good day for it. That's it from us to you. Till tomorrow. Bye.